As a freshly graduated doctor with insatiable curiosity, I had always been drawn to the macabre tales of abandoned places. Waverly Hills Sanatorium stood as a mecca for urban explorers and ghost hunters alike, its chilling history clawing at my professional instincts. The sanatorium had once housed thousands of tuberculosis patients, many of whom met their untimely demise in its dimly lit corridors. Despite knowing the dangers, both physical and psychological, I couldn't resist the allure of uncovering its secrets. Little did I know, this venture would shake me to my very core, testing the bounds of my sanity and faith in the supernatural. Alright, ready to get scared? Turn off the lights, get cozy, and let the chill begin. The sun had just dipped below the horizon as I approached the looming silhouette of Waverly Hills. Shrouded in an eerie mist, the gothic architecture, a blend of beauty and decay, seemed to whisper secrets as I stepped over the threshold, armed with my flashlight and a recorder. I entered the building, a sense of excitement bubbling inside me. The air was thick with a sense of mildew, and the silence was palpable, broken only by the soft scuffling of rats in the distance. I started my exploration in what was once the children's ward, a place known for its tragic tales. The faded pink walls seemed to close in on me, the remnants of laughter now a melancholy echo. As I moved deeper into the sanatorium, an unsettling feeling washed over me, like a warning from the very walls I was intruding upon. In the records room, I stumbled upon a dusty file cabinet. My curiosity piqued as I flipped through the patient's files, each telling stories of suffocation and desperation. The name, Anna Green, caught my eye, dated back to 1932. The note suggested she had a particularly violent bout of tuberculosis, leading to her haunting the premises, a rumor I had heard before. I could feel the hairs on the back of my neck stand up as I read, almost as if I could sense her lingering presence. Suddenly, a chilling breeze swept through the room, extinguishing my flashlight for a heartbeat. When it flickered back to life, I saw a shadowy figure at the end of the hall, fleeting and ethereal. My heart raced as I rushed down the corridor, the shadows dancing unnaturally around me. I called out,
Is anyone here?
but only silence with my ears. I decided to move towards the infamous death tunnel, used to transport bodies away from preying eyes. The tunnel was an unsettling place, lined with wheeled stretchers that once carried the sick and dying. As I descended, the dark engulfed me, the air so thick I could almost taste the despair. I felt a cold touch on my shoulder, and I spun around, but found only the dampness of the walls. Panic settled in my chest. I turned to leave, only to find the tunnel behind me had vanished. The walls pulsed and shifted like a living organism, trapping me in a strange dimension. I stumbled, my other sense heightened. Every creak of the building felt like a call from the dead, summoning me to join them. Desperate to find a way out, I wandered into a room filled with rusted hospital equipment and stained linens. It looked like a makeshift operating area. My breath quickened as I examined the items, each one a chilling reminder of the atrocities committed here. Suddenly, I caught sight of a figure in the corner. A woman, a ghostly pale. Her eyes sunken and hollow, she seemed to beckon me closer. "Anna?" I whispered, half convinced I was losing my mind. She nodded slowly, her gaze penetrating my soul. "They took my life, but I am here still. You can help me, but the price is steep." My instinct to scream to flee, but the allure of understanding kept me rooted to the place. "What do you need from me?" "Free me from this prison," she said. "Find the others, help them find peace. The doctor who harmed us must be confronted." Chills sent down my spine, realizing I was not just a visitor, but now a part of something greater, an obligation to the memories tethered to this place. Anna's apparition faded as her words echoed in my mind. I retraced my steps, urgency pulsing through my veins. The deeper I explored, the more spirits I encountered, each one carrying the weight of their untold stories. A peculiar chill guided me back to the children's ward, when I found a hidden door behind the cracked wall. Inside, portraits of his staff adorned the walls, those blessed with life and those cursed with death. Among them, one stood out, a man with sinister eyes and an unsettling smile. He was the doctor Anna had warned me about. Suddenly, the air changed. I felt an anvil of darkness, an energy pressing down like a vice around me. The doctor's spirit surged to life, laughter reverberating through the corridor as shadows closed in.
"You dare disrupt my sanctuary?"
I could feel his malice radiating, but with it came bursts of courage. "I'm here to free those you've harmed," the spirit launched, and I sidestepped in terror. The air grew thick with sorrow and rage, summoning all the strength I had left. I called out to Anna and the other spirits. "Together, we can reclaim this place." An ethereal light engulfed me. For a moment, I felt their collective energy surge behind me, pushing. The doctor's laughter faded, replaced by the cries of those he had harmed. The shadows retreated, each spirit reclaiming a piece of their dignity. In a flash of brilliance, I stumbled out of the sanatorium, collapsing on the grass outside. I turned back, and for a brief moment, I swore I saw Hannah standing by the window, so near and peaceful, at last at rest. What I discovered that night reshaped my understanding of medicine and humanity. Waverly Hills was not merely a site of horror, but a grave of untold stories, waiting for someone brave enough to listen. I emerged, forever changed, not just as a doctor, but as a guardian of the forgotten. As I packed my notes, the weight of experience seeped into my bones. The story of Waverly Hills continues, and each visit I make, I know I'm not just exploring an old sanatorium, but reconnecting with the cries of the past, reminding me that the line between life and afterlife is merely a thin veil, fragile as a whisper lingering in the shadows. Thank you for joining me on this chilling journey through real-life horror. Remember, the scariest stories are often the ones that live next door. If you enjoyed this tale, please like, subscribe, and share your own scary experiences in the comments below. Until next time, keep your lights on and stay safe.